all the various training wheels that they've mastered, and yet none of them have mastered the bicycle, and of course none of them ever will until the training wheels come off. Our techniques are training wheels that need to be transcended as the masters have known throughout time. The true gift of technique comes in its transcendence. The teachers, however, today are not all masters. They tell us, come back and learn more, come back and learn more. Write me another check. My husband will be thrilled to deposit it and come back and learn more. Next month you can learn how to zip up your soul so the negative entities don't enter it and you don't gain weight from the healing process. Next month you can learn how not to have the little silver string break. Next month you can learn how to protect yourself from this flame or that flame, or buy the special necklace to protect you from this fear, lack, and limitation is constantly being insidiously instilled into us through the healing world, and on top of which we are paying for the privilege as we go back to the teachers. The only thing the teachers today seem to be working on mastering is keeping us coming back and keeping their seats filled. The masters have always said to us, don't come back. Don't come back. We're not teaching you in the first place, they tell us. They explain that we are allowing ourselves to access our own mastery from being in the presence of this consciousness, and we need to go forward and access it further in the silence of our own minds. They don't want to keep their seats filled with us. They want us gone. They need the chair, because there will always be the new student as long as there is truth to be taught. The teachers, the gift of the technique comes in its transcendence. The masters have known this. The teachers today seem to either not know this or for some reason don't seem to want us to know this. But we can't wait any longer. Someone said to me, why can't we wait any longer? Fine, you can wait if you want to. I don't want to, do you? Let's not wait any longer. It's time for us to become the teachers of the teachers. It's time for us to become the light that lights the next light. And when you take a lit candle to light another candle to light another candle, tell me, do you ever really see that flame doing a technique? Well, of course not. You just see that flame standing in the truth and purity, the essence, the integrity of who and what it is. And as it does that, it simply inspires the next flame to ignite and the next. We have to stop trying to do the healing, to rise above that, and instead to simply become the healing, and in that truth and integrity inspire the healing within the next person and the next with whom we interact, to actually allow ourselves to become that high functioning level of the light that we now know through research as well that we are. The DNA in each of our cells emits a specific level of light. We have to allow ourselves to return to that level of light, and by doing so we inspire the next person and the next to return to their natural vibration of light as well. And when they do, anything denser than that light, which is pretty much including most of our health challenges, has nothing much left to hold on to. So if appropriate for that person at that point in time, it just falls away. The health challenge just falls away. And healing is really just that simple. And anything more complicated than that is designed to sell ourselves. To sell us something. It's time to come home. We have to come home.
Absolutely. Do you think that this level of information and self-empowerment has been kept with us to keep us disempowered and suppressed?
You know, I wouldn't apply maybe that level of an insidious nature to it. It's a yes and no answer, but insidious or negative depends on how many steps back we want to view it from. Is it there in an attempt to keep us suppressed from becoming the full expressions of God and love and universe that we are, vibrating at our highest level, being the multidimensional beings that we are, that therefore just one tiny part of the gift is this huge, instantaneous, spontaneous healings that occur regularly and seem to last for a lifetime? Yes, part of the intention, in a sense, part of the plan is for it to a degree to keep us from that awareness, from that level, but not really. It's to give us a hoop to jump through, a level to jump over, a new level of growth, struggling through a learning experience to access something new so we can actually discover who we are. The world is not against us. The universe is not against us. We are simply given opportunities greater and greater to learn and reach greater levels of who we are. I know that there are a lot of people who make their money from writing books all about how supposedly the world is against us, the government's trying to get us, they're tap dancing. It's the, what do they call that group of people, the Illuminati, and the people who are worried that everyone's after you. Who in the world wants to live your life that way? Not me. Is that empowering? No, it isn't. Is that healing? No, it isn't. It's coming from fear, lack, and limitation. Is it foolish to not believe that? No, it isn't. Fear, lack, and limitation is an illusion. Fear, lack, limitation, illusion, separation, everything either comes from there or it comes from here. Love, prosperity, oneness, unity, light, abundance. Where do you think healing resides? It resides here. Where does evolution reside? It resides here. How are we ever going to facilitate the gift of healing, which resides over here in love, prosperity, and oneness, if we're going to stand here hidden and shrouded in fear, lack, and limitation? Every time we add something to ourselves as an attempt to make ourselves more, we are telling ourselves that we are less than 100%. And the universe always says yes, so we stay there. Every time we protect ourselves in a white flame or a purple flame or a gold flame to keep ourselves safe, we're telling ourselves that there is fear, there are things we need to be afraid of. Every time we put on a special fear-based necklace to protect us from something in the morning, we walk out during the day, we wash our hands before lunch or dinner, and we straighten our little fear-based necklace on, and at night we get into bed and we take our necklace off and put our little fear-based necklace on a safe spot by the nightstand before we go to sleep, because we have to keep our fear safe. There's an oxymoron for you. So we can tomorrow put it back on and start off the next day based in fear and say that we are healers. I'm sorry. We cannot give that which we are not willing to accept or receive ourselves. We cannot stay here in fear